Have you ever heard of a kingdom in the middle of the desert, where there are ancient stone cities carved into the mountains, where there is a Dead Sea, a place where you cannot sink, and where people welcome you with the warmest hospitality? Yes, that is Jordan, a hidden gem in the heart of the Middle East, with a mysterious, ancient and incredibly charming beauty. In today's video, we will explore the unique wonders of Jordan, from the legendary Petra, the surreal Wadi Rum desert, to the modern city of Amman and the bright Red Sea. If you love travel, culture and destinations off the beaten path, then this is the journey for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below to share your thoughts. And now, let's start the magical journey to Jordan. Let's start our journey to explore Jordan with an overview to better understand this fascinating land. Jordan is a country located in the Middle East, bordering many countries with great historical and political influence, such as Israel to the west, Syria to the north, Iraq to the east, and Saudi Arabia to the south and southeast. Thanks to this special geographical location, Jordan has long been a cultural crossroads, preserving the imprints of great ancient civilizations such as Roman, Greek, Nabatean, and Islamic. The capital of Jordan is Amman, a vibrant, modern city, but still imbued with history. Amman is not only the political center, but also the cultural and economic heart of the whole country. This city can surprise visitors with its mix of modern skyscrapers and ancient ruins thousands of years old. Jordan covers an area of approximately 89,000 square kilometers with a population of over 10 million people. The terrain is mainly mountains, limestone plateaus and deserts, creating an arid but extremely characteristic landscape. The climate here is semi-arid, with hot and dry summers, while the winters are cool, sometimes rainy, creating ideal conditions for not too harsh exploration journeys. With a rich historical background and unique nature, Jordan promises to bring visitors unforgettable experiences. Leaving the modern streets of Amman, we will enter one of the most legendary destinations not only in Jordan but also in the world, the ancient city of Petra. Nestled among the rocky desert mountains of southern Jordan, Petra is recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and is named one of the new 7 wonders of the world. What makes Petra special is that the entire city is carved directly into the Pink Cliffs, a rare architectural and artistic feat on Earth. Petra was once the capital of the ancient Nabatean kingdom, a brilliant civilization that once controlled important trade routes in the region. The Nabateans were masters at exploiting water in the dry desert, building a prosperous city with extremely sophisticated water systems, cisterns and stone structures. They left behind a legacy that will amaze anyone who sets foot here. Notable landmarks include the Treasury, Petra's most famous landmark with its intricately carved facade, the monastery, a larger structure than the Treasury and located at a higher elevation, and the Sikh, a narrow alleyway nearly 1 kilometer long leading into Petra, flanked by majestic cliffs. Petra is not just a tourist attraction, but a journey back in time into the history of the ancient Middle East. Continuing our journey to explore Jordan, we head south to admire one of the most spectacular and surreal lands in the Middle East, the Wadi Rum Desert, also known by its enchanting name, Valley of the Moon. This place possesses such breathtaking landscapes that many blockbusters such as The Martian, Dune or Lawrence of Arabia have chosen Wadi Rum as the main setting because of its magical, wild and almost surreal beauty. Wadi Rum is a land of fiery red sandstone, rocky mountains rising high above the ground like towers, and vast valleys stretching to the horizon. Here, visitors can experience many adventurous activities such as riding camels across the desert, joining a speedy jeep tour through the canyons, or sleeping overnight in traditional Bedouin camps, where you can watch thousands of twinkling stars in the quiet desert night sky. Wadi Rum is also home to the nomadic Bedouin people, who have lived in the desert for centuries. They are known for their hospitality, fireside storytelling, and authentic grilled food. Meeting the Bedouins is an essential part of any trip to Wadi Rum, where natural beauty and wild culture blend together into an unforgettable picture. This is more than just a desert, it is another world, where all the senses are awakened. After the magical experiences in the desert, the journey takes us to the most unique and strange destination on the planet, the Dead Sea, known as the lowest point on the Earth's surface, located at an altitude of about -430 meters above sea level. The Dead Sea is located in the border area between Jordan and Israel, a rare natural wonder with both mysterious beauty and hidden medical and geological values. The most famous feature of the Dead Sea is its extremely high salt content, nearly 10 times higher than normal seawater. Therefore, you can float on the water without knowing how to swim, an interesting and unforgettable experience for any tourist. Not only is it a strange natural phenomenon, the Dead Sea is also famous for its mineral-rich mud, which has the effect of curing skin diseases, reducing inflammation and beautifying the skin. Many resorts around the area have exploited this resource for therapeutic tourism. However, this beauty is gradually being threatened. Climate change, resource exploitation and changes in the flow of the Jordan River have caused water levels to drop rapidly. Experts warn that without protection, this wonder could disappear in the not-too-distant future. The Dead Sea, a place to relax and reflect on the fragility of nature, is definitely a destination not to be missed when visiting Jordan. After immersing ourselves in the majestic natural beauty and ancient relics, we now return to the vibrant life of Amman, the capital of Jordan, where the past and present blend gracefully. Amman is not only the political and administrative center, but also the economic and cultural heart of the whole country. The city offers a modern atmosphere, but still retains its historical depth and traditional identity. Strolling through the streets of Amman, you will see bustling neighborhoods, artistic cafes, and here and there are ancient relics thousands of years old. The highlight is Amman Citadel, a complex of relics on the hilltop that was once the center of many ancient civilizations. From here, visitors can enjoy a panoramic view of the city stretching across the hills. Not far away is the ancient Roman theater, a large structure with a capacity of up to 6,000 people, a testament to the glorious period of the Romans here. Amman is also known for its rich coffee culture and street food scene. From live music cafes to markets selling falafel, shawarma or mansaf, the traditional Jordanian dish, the city offers a youthful, energetic vibe that is still rich in its identity. Amman is a living testament to a modern Jordan that never forgets its roots. Continuing our journey to explore Jordan, we will come to Jerash, one of the most intact and impressive ancient Roman cities in the world. Jerash is not only an important archaeological site, but also a living testament to the brilliant development of the Roman Empire in the Middle East, giving visitors the opportunity to experience a charming and ancient historical space. The first highlight when entering Jerash is Hadrian's Gate, built to honor Emperor Hadrian during his visit to the city in the 2nd century. Next, visitors will not be able to miss the Temple of Artemis, one of the largest and most beautiful temples in the city, where the goddess Artemis is worshipped. In addition, the ancient Roman theater in Jerash is a place to hold art performances, concerts, and cultural events, still retaining its majestic architecture and large capacity. Jerash is also famous for its annual cultural festival, an event that attracts thousands of visitors and artists from all over the world. The festival not only celebrates the Roman cultural heritage, but also combines music, folk dance, and contemporary art performances, creating a vibrant and diverse cultural space. Jerash is a step back in time, where you can deeply feel the life of an ancient Roman city, still present and preserved through thousands of years of history. Entering the heart of Jordanian culture, it is impossible not to mention the unique cuisine, an important and delicate part that clearly reflects the Arab culture of this land. Jordanian cuisine is a harmonious combination of traditional flavors and unique cooking styles, making each dish a memorable cultural experience. Among the outstanding dishes, mansaf is considered the national dish, a traditional rice dish cooked with lamb and fermented yogurt sauce called jamid. This is an indispensable dish during festivals, showing hospitality and respect. There is also makluba, a rice dish with eye-catching vegetables and meat, falafel, crispy fried bean balls, and appetizers such as hummus and kunafa dessert. A special point in Jordanian culinary culture is the habit of using hands and eating from the same tray, showing closeness, sharing and respect for each other during meals. Bedouin tea and coffee culture is a symbol of hospitality. Coffee is often brewed strong and aromatic, while tea is drunk as part of a ritual of connection. Jordanian cuisine is a journey that takes us into the depths of Arabic culture, rustic, sophisticated, and full of warmth. Continuing our journey to explore Jordan, we will come to Aqaba, Jordan's only port city located on the Red Sea coast, considered the most ideal and prominent beach resort in this country. With a temperate climate all year round and clear blue beaches, Aqaba not only attracts tourists by its stunning natural beauty, but also by a series of attractive water sports activities. Coming to Aqaba, you can freely experience unique recreational activities, such as diving to see colorful coral reefs, home to a rich diversity of marine life. In addition, visitors can also participate in sea sports such as sailing, surfing, or kayaking, bringing a feeling of refreshment and unlimited adventure. The long beaches with fine white sand and clear blue water will be a great place to relax after days of exploring the desert and historical sites. Aqaba's special feature is its favorable geographical location, located close to two other famous tourist destinations of Jordan, Petra and Wadi Rum, creating a golden tourist triangle that attracts visitors from all over the world. Therefore, Aqaba is not only an ideal stopover for those who love the sea, but also a center connecting nature, history, and unique culture of Jordan. Aqaba is truly a shining pearl on the Red Sea coast, providing the perfect balance between discovery and relaxation for all visitors. Exploring Jordan would not be complete without visiting the ancient desert castles, fortresses scattered across the vast desert landscape, marking a glorious chapter of the Umayyad dynasty. These are the first surviving Islamic architectural works, typically Qasr Amra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its exquisite murals and unique architecture. In addition, Qasr Karana also stands out for its solid design, serving many important purposes, from a resort for the nobility, a hunting ground to an administrative center and controlling ancient trade routes. These castles are not only strategic, but also clearly demonstrate the spiritual and artistic development of early Islamic civilization. What is special is that these fortresses were built with sophisticated techniques, harmoniously blending into the wild, harsh landscape of the desert, creating an image that is both majestic and mysterious. Each castle is like a vivid picture of history, culture, and art, giving visitors a deep sense of Jordan's glorious past as well as its cultural diversity. These desert castles are precious historical treasures, opening the door to lead us into the world of the past, full of wonder and legend. Amidst the majestic natural landscape of Jordan, Mount Nebo stands out as a sacred place with profound significance in Jewish and Christian history. This is considered the place where the prophet Moses stood looking towards the Promised Land, the land that the Israelites longed to reach after many years of wandering. Therefore, Mount Nebo not only has religious value, but is also a destination that attracts thousands of believers and pilgrims from all over the world. From the top of the mountain, visitors can admire the breathtaking view of the entire Jordan Valley and the calm waters of the Dead Sea. The natural beauty here blends with the serene space, making anyone who comes feel a special sense of peace and tranquility. On the top of Mount Nebo, there is also an ancient monastery and a museum displaying beautiful ancient stone mosaics, reflecting the art and beliefs of previous generations. These stone mosaics are not only a testament to the sophistication of art, but also tell many mythological and religious stories related to this land. Mount Nebo is a symbol of faith and hope, a place where history, culture, and the beautiful nature of Jordan intersect, making every pilgrimage here sacred and meaningful. Discovering Jordan cannot be without an impressive destination called Dana Biosphere Reserve, a large and beautiful nature reserve, where diverse ecosystems converge from white sand deserts, green olive forests to majestic Rocky Mountains. Dana Biosphere Reserve is one of the most important ecological reserves in Jordan, protecting many rare and unique species of animals and plants, contributing to maintaining the ecological balance of the Middle East. Coming to Dana, visitors will have the opportunity to experience rich nature exploration activities, such as trekking through trails through forests and mountains, helping to enjoy the fresh air and majestic scenery. In addition, this place is also an ideal destination to observe rare birds, attracting researchers and nature lovers. Every step on the walking trails is a journey to explore the biodiversity and wild beauty of Jordan's nature. What is more special is that Dana Biosphere Reserve is also built and managed in close coordination with the local community, aiming at developing sustainable tourism and conserving natural resources. Local people not only participate in environmental protection activities, but also introduce their traditional culture and unique lifestyle to visitors. Dana Biosphere Reserve is truly the perfect destination for those who love nature and want to immerse themselves in the peaceful, rich space of Jordan. To fully understand Jordan, it is impossible to ignore the exploration of the culture and people here, the elements that create the soul of this country. Jordanians are known for their hospitality, sincerity, and especially respect for family affection, traditional values that create solidarity and warmth in the community. Visitors to Jordan often feel the warmth through invitations to share meals, sincere stories, and dedicated care from the local people. Jordan's customs have been maintained through many generations, clearly shown through traditional costumes such as thobe and keffiyeh, symbols of the typical Arab identity. These cultural features are not only historical marks, but also the way Jordanians express pride in their origins and values. Religion holds an important place in the spiritual life of Jordanians, with Islam being the main religion, besides the long-standing Christian community, creating a diverse and harmonious society. Religion has a profound influence on rituals, festivals, and daily life, contributing to the unique cultural picture of Jordan. Thanks to the harmonious combination of tradition and religion, Jordanians have built a rich culture, making every visitor feel the friendliness and sincerity of this land. Finally, when looking back at the whole journey to explore Jordan, it is not difficult to see why this country has become an unmissable destination for every tourist. Jordan is a harmonious convergence of legendary history, rich culture, majestic nature, along with the sincere hospitality of the local people. It is this unique combination that creates a diverse and rich travel experience, making anyone who comes once want to return. Jordan is suitable for many different types of tourism, from adventurous trips to explore ancient relics such as Petra, Jerash, to relaxing resorts on the Red Sea coast in Aqaba, or pilgrimages to find spiritual roots at Mount Nebo. Each journey brings different emotions and experiences, meeting the diverse needs of each individual or family. Besides, Jordan is also known for its safety and political stability, making visitors completely assured when coming here. The country always welcomes international visitors with open arms, with friendliness and professionalism, contributing to creating a pleasant and memorable tourism environment. All these factors make Jordan not only an attractive destination, but also a unique cultural, historical, and natural journey that anyone who loves to explore should not miss. Egypt. Hearing the name, you immediately think of giant pyramids, pharaohs wearing glittering gold, and the legendary Nile River flowing endlessly. But wait, Egypt is not only ancient. This is a land that is both mysterious and modern, has delicious food, beautiful scenery, and sunshine. Today, I will take you to explore the land of unthinkable things. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't get lost, and comment right away if you love pyramids and mummies. Interestingly, however, over 90% of the country is arid desert, with most of its population living along the Nile River, which occupies less than 10% of the land. This shows the vital importance of the Nile to the life and development of Egypt. Egypt, a land strategically located at the crossroads of Africa and the Middle East, has long been considered a gateway connecting civilizations. The north borders the Mediterranean Sea, the east borders the Red Sea, and the west extends to the Sahara Desert, one of the largest and harshest deserts in the world. Egypt is the intersection of the sea, the desert, and thousands of years of historical vestiges, creating an extremely unique geographical picture. The climate here is truly desert, hot, dry, and sunny all year round. Summer can reach 40 degrees Celsius, and winter is a bit more pleasant, but overall it is still quite dry. However, amidst the aridity and scorching sun, there is a great miracle called the Nile River. Around 3100 BC, on the banks of the fertile Nile River, one of the first and most brilliant civilizations of mankind was born, the ancient Egyptian civilization. From small tribes scattered along the river, the Egyptians built a powerful kingdom, with a dynasty system that lasted for thousands of years and left indelible marks in human history. One of the most prominent symbols of this civilization is the giant pyramids, iconic architectural works, built with millions of large stone blocks, completely without the use of modern machinery. Egyptian culture is a unique combination of ancient spirit and modern Islamic colors. Walking around big cities like Cairo or Alexandria, you will see the presence of ancient temples next to majestic mosques, bustling traditional markets next to modern commercial centers. It is this intersection that has created a rich, multidimensional, and fascinating cultural identity. Traditional costumes in Egypt are often quite modest, showing respect for Islamic values. Men often wear galabia, a loose long dress, while women often wrap hijab and wear long-sleeved shirts. Although strongly influenced by religious culture, today's youth are gradually incorporating modern elements in their dressing style, creating an interesting blend of tradition and modernity. Egyptians highly value family. They value the bond between generations, always respect the elderly, and consider caring for parents an important moral part of life. Family meals and intimate gatherings are familiar images in daily culture. Festivals in Egypt are also very special. During Ramadan, the Muslim fasting month, the solemn atmosphere during the day gives way to the bustle after sunset, with cozy meals and community activities. Another equally interesting festival is Shem el-Nessim, a spring festival originating from ancient Egypt, where people go to the park together, eat salted fish, and welcome a beautiful new year. Egypt today is one of the most populous countries in Africa and the Arab world, with over 110 million people. The capital Cairo is not only Africa's largest city, but also the country's important cultural, political, religious, and economic center. It is a place where a glorious past meets a vibrant modern life, with crowded streets, ancient structures interspersed with high-rise buildings, and bustling commercial areas. Politically, Egypt is a semi-presidential republic. The president is the head of state, while the prime minister serves as the executive director of the government. This system allows for a balance between executive and legislative powers, although in practice there are still many challenges in the process of political and democratic development. Besides that, there is full medams, fragrant stewed fava beans, often served with bread, and tamia, a typical Egyptian version of falafel, made from pureed green beans, fried until golden brown, very popular for breakfast or snack. The Egyptian dining culture is also associated with hours-long tea and coffee sessions. In roadside cafes, you will easily see people sitting and relaxing, chatting, sipping mint tea or strong coffee. And don't forget to order a glass of carcata, a hibiscus flower water with a bright red color, a slightly sour and cool taste, perfectly dispelling the hot sun in this desert land. If you find this video interesting, leave the number 1 in the comment section and subscribe to the channel to update the latest videos. If you are a history buff, Egypt is an indispensable destination on the list of legendary lands to conquer. This is not only a place associated with pyramids or stories about mummies, but also the cradle of one of the oldest and greatest civilizations in the world. Egypt is a land where time seems to stand still. There, each stone, each meticulously carved wall, each stone pillar standing tall in the desert seems to tell the thousand-year story of the powerful pharaohs, of ancient gods, and of a people who once made the world admire their wisdom and strength. Nowhere is this more evident than the pyramids of Giza, the only ancient wonder of the world that still exists. Standing before this wonder, you will feel the greatness not only in scale, but also in the technique and timeless spirit of the ancient Egyptians. Continuing your journey, you will come to the Valley of the Kings in Luxor, the resting place of dozens of pharaohs, the most famous of which is the tomb of King Tutankhamun. And if you want to feel the majesty touching every cell, the Abu Simbel Temple with 2 giant statues carved straight into the cliff will surely take your breath away. The Nile River, the longest river in the world, has been the lifeblood of Egypt for thousands of years. The river not only provides precious fresh water in the arid land, but also cultivates and nurtures a prosperous agriculture since ancient times. Large cities such as Cairo, Luxor or Aswan are located along the banks of the Nile, as if all are looking towards that sacred lifeblood. It can be said that without the Nile River, Egypt would not have become one of the greatest civilizations of mankind. Egypt's economy is based on 4 main pillars: tourism, oil, agriculture, and especially revenue from the Suez Canal. This canal is one of the most important shipping routes in the world, connecting the Mediterranean with the Red Sea and significantly shortening the shipping journey between Europe and Asia. Every year, Egypt earns billions of dollars from shipping fees through this canal. The majority of Egypt's population lives along the Nile River, the only area with fertile land in the middle of the vast desert. This creates an uneven population distribution that is very typical of Egypt. In terms of religion, the majority of the population is Muslim, specifically Sunni Islam. However, Egypt still maintains religious diversity with the Coptic Christian community, one of the oldest Christian groups still in existence today. The intersection between tradition and modernity, between religion and daily life, is what makes modern Egypt unique. If you find this video interesting, please leave a number 1 in the comment section and subscribe to the channel to update the latest videos. However, Egypt is not just mossy ruins. This place also possesses a poetic and peaceful beauty that few people expect. Try boarding a light boat drifting on the Nile River, the longest river in the world, which has nurtured this civilization for thousands of years. You will pass through vast wheat fields, small villages, and watch the red sunset dyeing the water surface golden. All worries seem to disappear amidst the sound of oars and the gentle desert wind. And if you are a sea lover, Egypt still has a special gift for you: 2 famous coastal cities, Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada. This is a true resort paradise, with crystal clear water, velvety white sand, and magical coral reefs at the bottom of the Red Sea. Visitors can dive, swim, take a glass-bottom boat to see the coral, or simply lie down under the bright yellow sunlight, an experience that is both relaxing and full of energy. Egypt is a land of harmony between ancient and modern, between mystery and intimacy, between grandeur and peace. This place is not just a tourist destination, but an emotional journey. You do not just come to take pictures and sightsee, but to listen to history echoing in the wind, to touch the culture through every breath of life, and to realize that there are always wonders on this planet, waiting for you to discover. To this day, the Giza Pyramid is still one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world that still exist. Next to it is the Sphinx statue with a mysterious face, along with a series of exquisitely carved tombs underground, like an underground world reserved for the pharaohs after their death. The ancient Egyptians were not only good builders but also pioneering thinkers. They created their own writing system, hieroglyphs, which were engraved on stone, temple walls and papyrus. They had advanced knowledge of medicine, surgery and embalming, understood astronomy to calculate accurate calendars, and applied mathematics in construction and land surveying. What is special is that the ancient Egyptians lived with a strong belief in the afterlife. They believed that the soul would continue its journey after death, so they often buried many precious objects with the deceased. Their religion was polytheistic, with gods such as Ra, the sun god, Osiris, the god of death and rebirth, or Isis, the goddess of love and magic. It can be said that Egyptian civilization is a unique blend of reality and mystery, science and spirituality. Even though thousands of years have passed, these achievements still make the whole world today admire and curious to explore. Folk music, distinctive drumming and seductive belly dancing have become indispensable artistic symbols in Egyptian cultural life. In particular, Egyptian women, despite living in a traditional society, still play an important role in the family and community. They are not only the keepers of the family fire, but also increasingly assert their position in the fields of education, art and even politics. The combination of traditional gentleness and modern spirit is the beautiful image of Egyptian women today. Egyptian cuisine is a harmonious picture of rustic simplicity and unforgettable rich flavors. Not fussy, not luxurious, the dishes here mainly use familiar ingredients such as beans, vegetables, bread and typical Middle Eastern spices. But it is that simple combination that creates unique dishes with their own identities that make visitors who have tasted them once feel nostalgic. One of the most iconic dishes of Egypt is koshari, the national soul, in the hearts of the people here. The dish includes rice, noodles, lentils, chickpeas, crispy fried onions, drizzled with a slightly spicy tomato sauce. It sounds simple, but the flavor is extremely well-rounded and addictive. Koshari is often sold everywhere, from cheap eateries to luxury restaurants. Egypt's nature is a perfect blend of vast deserts, majestic rivers and clear blue skies, creating a natural picture that is both wild and mysterious. Although famous for the vast Sahara Desert, where golden sand stretches endlessly, Egypt is nourished by one of the greatest rivers in the world, the Nile. This river is not only the lifeblood of the country, but also the foundation of ancient civilization, bringing water and fertility to the arid land. The Nile divides Egypt into 2 parts. One side is fertile, green fields thanks to the alluvial deposits of alluvium. The other side is arid desert areas, where the harsh climate can challenge anyone. However, this contrast creates a unique ecosystem, where plants and animals, from lush palm trees to hardy desert animals, can thrive in harsh conditions. The Sahara Desert covers most of Egypt's land area, with towering sand dunes and seemingly endless dunes. The desert is not just a dry place, but also contains wonders. In the heart of the desert are cool oases, where underground streams can be found and plants that survive the dry conditions. These oases are home to Egyptian communities that live in harmony with nature, existing in the silence of the desert. In addition, the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea also contribute to the natural beauty of Egypt. The Red Sea, with its clear blue waters, has become an ideal destination for those who love diving and exploring the diverse marine ecosystem. Along the coast, beautiful coral reefs and colorful tropical fish form a rich underwater world, attracting thousands of tourists every year. The Mediterranean Sea, meanwhile, offers a sense of serenity and is the perfect place to relax with long white sand beaches, cool waters, and quaint port cities. In the lowlands like the Nile Delta, nature offers a lush and fertile landscape. With vast rice fields and orchards, this place is a symbol of life thriving in the desert. The Nile Delta is also home to thousands of migratory birds, making it an ideal destination for those who love birdwatching or simply want to admire the beautiful scenery. Despite its harsh appearance, Egyptian nature contains strong and resilient lives, reflecting the very nature of the people here, always striving and in harmony with all the challenges that nature brings. From the green fields on the banks of the Nile to the golden sand dunes in the desert, each scene tells a story of existence, struggle, and development in the midst of this majestic nature. Egypt is a place where nature is not only a living environment, but also a companion of people on their journey through time and history. Egypt, where time seems to stand still, where every ancient stone, every desert breeze seems to whisper the story of a glorious civilization. Not only is it the land of majestic pyramids and legendary pharaohs, Egypt is also a living symbol of the magical intersection between the past and the present. The wonders from thousands of years ago still stand there, towering in the sun and wind as silent witnesses to human history, while modern life still takes place vibrantly around bustling streets, colorful traditional markets, and friendly, hospitable people. Today, Egypt not only captivates visitors with its grandeur and mystery, but also with the wild, profound beauty emanating from the natural landscape, from the gentle Nile River, the golden deserts, to the warm smiles of the local people. It is a place where you can both explore history and immerse yourself in modern life while still preserving its original identity. Egypt is like a living book, which you not only read with your eyes but also feel with your heart. If you are looking for a journey to look back at the past, feel the present, and listen to yourself, then Egypt is definitely the destination for you. If you love this amazing journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next exciting destinations, and comment below to let me know. What makes you most curious about Egypt, the pyramids, mummies, or the enchanting belly dances? Kenya, a vibrant country in East Africa, is a place where wildlife, rich fauna, and diverse cultures come together to create an irresistible attraction. From the vast savannas of the Masai Mara, where wildebeest migrate in spectacular spectacle, to the brilliant flocks of flamingos on Lake Nakuru, Kenya is a vivid picture of nature. More than 40 tribes such as the Maasai and Swahili bring unique dances, music, and customs, enriching the journey of discovery. With such beauty, Kenya is an attractive destination for adventurous travelers, eager to touch nature and immerse themselves in indigenous culture. Welcome to Kenya, a land for wildlife lovers. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and comment with us to discover interesting things about this country. Kenya, the jewel of East Africa, is a dream destination for those who love nature, adventure, and culture. With tourist highlights such as Masai Mara National Park, Lake Nakuru, Lake Naivasha, Mount Kenya, the capital Nairobi, and the Mombasa coast, Kenya offers a colorful journey where each landmark tells its own story, captivating visitors from all over the world. It is said that if you have not been to Masai Mara National Park, you have not been to Kenya, because this is considered the heart of Kenyan safari tourism, known as the safari capital of the world. Located in the southwest, This 1,510 square kilometers reserve is the stage of the Great Migration, when millions of wildebeest, zebra, and gazelle cross the crocodile-infested Mara River in search of new pastures from July to October. This spectacle is not only a natural wonder but also an opportunity for visitors to witness the Big Five: lions, elephants, leopards, rhinos, and buffalo, in a pristine wild environment. On a safari by jeep, you will feel your heart pounding when you see a pride of lions stalking their prey, or elephants leisurely walking among the golden grasslands. If you want a more unique experience, a hot air balloon floating in the sky of Masai Mara at dawn will bring a breathtaking panoramic view, with the early morning sunlight shining on the vast sea of grass. The indigenous Maasai, dressed in bright red, also enrich the journey with cultural stories and powerful Adumu dances, making the Masai Mara not only a nature but also a profound cultural journey. Next, the capital Nairobi, the vibrant heart of Kenya, is where modern urban life meets the wild breath of African nature. Located on a plateau at an altitude of 1,795 meters, this city has a cool, pleasant climate, and is the door to legendary safari adventures. From a humble stop on the 19th century railway, Nairobi has grown into a brilliant economic and cultural center, where East Africa converges and shines. Nairobi is a symphony of enchanting contrasts. Just 7 kilometers from the center, Nairobi National Park opens up a wild world, where lions stalk their prey, rhinos roam freely, and giraffes stretch their necks amid a skyline sparkling with skyscrapers. The National Museum of Kenya tells profound stories of history and culture, while the Giraffe Center offers visitors a close-up moment when they set foot here. The Maasai markets are bursting with color, filled with exquisite crafts, vibrant fabrics, and jewelry that tell the stories of the indigenous people. Nairobi is more than just the capital, it is the heartbeat of Kenya, where tradition and modernity collide, beckoning you to explore a world that is both wild and sophisticated, full of wonder. Finally, the Mombasa coast, located on the Indian Ocean, is Kenya's tropical paradise. This historic port city is famous for its white sand beaches, clear blue waters, and vibrant coral reefs. Voted one of the world's best beaches, Diani Beach is ideal for sunbathing, snorkeling, or surfing. Mombasa Marine Park protects the marine ecosystem, allowing you to swim with tropical fish and explore the underwater world. The UNESCO-listed Fort Jesus tells the story of Mombasa's colonial past, while the Old Town, with its narrow streets and Swahili architecture, takes you back to the Arab trading era. A traditional boat cruise at sunset is a romantic experience, with the sea breeze and golden sunlight as a backdrop. Mombasa's Swahili culture is also alive in its cuisine: spicy biryani and chapati bread, and the melodious taarab music. Mombasa is where you can relax after your safari, immersing yourself in the intersection of sea and history. These destinations, from the Masai Mara Savannah, Lakes Nakuru and Naivasha, Mount Kenya, vibrant Nairobi to romantic Mombasa, make Kenya attractive. Each place has its own color, from wild adventure, cultural discovery to beachside relaxation. Kenya is not just a trip, but a journey that awakens all the senses, leaving indelible memories in the hearts of visitors. What do you think about these tourist attractions? Leave a number 1 in the comments section below to let us know. Now let's continue to explore the wonderful things of Kenya. Kenya, a land of vast savannas, majestic mountains, and herds of wild animals roaming through pristine nature, is famous not only for its landscapes, but also for its resilient people and unique cultural identity. Kenyans have a strong spirit, resilient in the face of difficulties, but are also very gentle and hospitable. They are a blend of long-standing traditions and modern life, of indigenous culture and global influence. Despite belonging to more than 40 different ethnic groups, Kenyans still maintain a spirit of solidarity, working together to build a country rich in identity and hope. In that picture, Kenyan women appear as silent but steadfast pillars. They are mothers working hard by the fire, laborers working day and night in the fields, teachers, doctors, businesswomen, and increasingly appearing in leadership roles. However, their path is not easy. Many Kenyan women, especially in rural areas, still face inequality, lack of educational opportunities, and endure backward customs such as early marriage and gender discrimination. But it is also in these hardships that their resilience and desire to rise shine even brighter. The image of Wangari Maathai, the first Kenyan woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for her efforts to protect the environment and promote women's rights, is a living testament to the power of women here. She not only inspired millions of Kenyan women, but also made the whole world admire her. Today, more and more Kenyan women are stepping out of the traditional shadow, confidently asserting their position in society. They are the silent but strong heart that keeps Kenya alive, developing, and full of hope in every step of the country's transformation. Next, Lake Nakuru, located in the heart of Lake Nakuru National Park in the Rift Valley, is a distinct destination with its brilliant beauty and rich ecosystem. This saltwater lake is like a symphony of life colors blending between the earth and sky. Located in the heart of the legendary Great Rift Valley, this saltwater lake turns into a magnificent mirror, reflecting the brilliant pink stripes of millions of flamingos. They gather, rhythmically gliding on the water surface, enjoying the emerald green spirulina algae, creating a lively dance that makes anyone hold their breath. Lake Nakuru is not only a stage for flamingos. There are also more than 450 species of birds, from proud pelicans, elegant white storks, to fish eagles soaring in the blue sky, making this place a paradise for nature lovers. Around the lake, vast grasslands, brilliant yellow acacia forests and melodious Michaelia waterfall form the background for a wild picture, where majestic white rhinos, cheetahs quietly stalk their prey, lions roar and antelopes dance freely. More than a wonder, Lake Nakuru is the cultural heartbeat and soul of Kenyan tourism. Dramatic safaris and cycling journeys through pristine trails will make your heart beat with every beat. Lake Nakuru is more than a destination, it is a whisper of nature, inviting you to immerse yourself in a magnificent wilderness where every moment is a masterpiece. Additionally, Lake Naivasha, not far from Lake Nakuru, offers a completely different experience. One of the few freshwater lakes in the Rift Valley, Naivasha is a serene beauty, surrounded by green pastures and rolling hills. Visitors can paddle across the lake, passing pods of yawning hippos, or spot birds such as kingfishers and eagles. Crescent Island, a small reserve on the lake, is the perfect place to walk among herds of antelope, zebra, and giraffes in quiet surroundings. Nearby, Hell's Gate National Park, with its fiery red gorges and basalt columns, is a destination for those who love hiking or cycling in the wilderness. Lake Naivasha is also famous for its rose fields, which supply fresh flowers to the global market, and lakeside resorts where you can relax in the idyllic setting after a day of exploring. Mount Kenya, Africa's second highest mountain at 5,199 meters, is a challenge and a dream for mountaineers. Located in central Kenya, the mountain is not only a geological wonder but also a cultural icon, revered by the Kikuyu people as the seat of the gods. With three main peaks, Bashan, Nelian, and Lenana, Mount Kenya offers climbing routes suitable for both beginners and advanced climbers. Lenana, the most accessible, is a popular target, where you can watch the sunrise over glacial lakes and lush valleys. The climb takes you through rainforests, alpine meadows, and snow-capped cliffs, creating a diverse landscape experience. Even without climbing, the area around Mount Kenya is attractive with conservation areas such as Lewa, which protects rare rhinos and Grevy's zebras. Mount Kenya is a place where nature and spirituality come together, bringing a sense of conquest and peace. First of all, we must mention Kenya's geographical position, which is a golden advantage for tourism, shaping this country into an attractive destination all year round. Overview on the world map. Kenya is located in East Africa, near the equator, and spreads over 580,000 square kilometers. The southeast borders the Indian Ocean, offering more than 500 kilometers of coastline with white sand beaches such as Diani and the bustling port of Mombasa, ideal for sea tourism and exploring Swahili culture. Due to its central location in East Africa, bordering Ethiopia, South Sudan, Uganda, Tanzania, and Somalia, Kenya is easily accessible from many directions, attracting international tourists. Kenya's proximity to the equator and its varied topography make it a great place to visit. Despite its tropical climate, the country's elevation, from coastal plains to highlands and mountains reaching up to 5,199 m, offers a wide range of weather conditions. The coast is hot and humid, perfect for swimming and snorkeling, while the highlands are cool all year round, ideal for safaris and mountain climbing. The Rift Valley that cuts across the country is not only a spectacular landscape, but also a hotspot for wildlife, with the Masai Mara savanna famous for its wildebeest migration. The dry season, June-October, is perfect for seeing the Big Five, while the rainy season, March-May, brings lush greenery to the landscape, attracting those who love pristine nature. Kenyan culture, festivals and cuisine are three intertwined elements that create a vibrant identity for this East African country. With more than 40 tribes such as the Maasai, Kikuyu, Luo and Swahili, Kenyan culture is a diverse mosaic where traditions are preserved through music, dance and customs. The Maasai Adoma dance, with soaring steps and red costumes, represents strength and pride in coming-of-age ceremonies. Along the coast, the Swahili Tarab music, with its Arabic influence, tells stories of love and the sea. Costumes such as the colorful kanga or Maasai bead necklaces are not just objects, but a way for them to celebrate their identity and unite their communities through each generation. The festival is where Kenyan culture explodes, bringing an atmosphere of jubilation and national pride. The Lamu Festival, held on Lamu Island, is a quintessential Swahili event, with traditional boat races, singing and dancing, and quaint streets filled with laughter. The event not only celebrates maritime culture, but also brings people together to share joy. Jamhuri Day, the anniversary of independence on December 12th, is the biggest national festival, turning Nairobi and other cities into a stage for parades, fireworks and tribal dances. In addition, the Lake Turkana Festival in the north pays tribute to desert tribes, with music, costumes and stories about the cradle of humanity. These festivals bridge the past and present, bringing the Kenyan spirit to life. Inseparable from festivals are traditional dishes, elements that create the cultural identity of Kenyan cuisine. During large and small festivals, people often prepare typical dishes with strong local flavors. One of the most popular dishes is ugali, a thick cornmeal dish, served as a main dish instead of rice, often accompanied by stewed meat or stir-fried vegetables. In addition, nyama choma, grilled meat, the national dish of Kenya, often appears at community gatherings or festivals, demonstrating hospitality and solidarity. Dishes such as sukuma wiki, stir-fried vegetables, chapati, flatbread, and flavorful seafood dishes in the coastal region of Mombasa also reflect the cultural exchange between Africa, Arabia, and India. Kenyan cuisine is not sophisticated but rich, close, and always accompanied by the spirit of sharing. From colorful festivals to rich cuisine, Kenyan culture is vibrant, diverse, and extremely attractive. When setting foot in this country, visitors not only immerse themselves in the traditional festival atmosphere, but also have the opportunity to explore a culinary world with a strong African imprint, where every dish, every dance, every ritual tells a story about the people and this wonderful land. Kenya's economy, one of East Africa's most dynamic, is characterized by its diversity and potential for sustainable growth. Agriculture is the backbone, contributing around 33% of GDP and providing livelihoods for over 70% of the population. With its fertile highlands and favorable climate, Kenya is a world leader in tea and cut flower exports, and produces high-quality coffee, maize and vegetables, particularly in the Rift Valley. This success not only drives trade but also provides a foundation for other economic sectors. Closely linked to agriculture, tourism is a major economic driver, capitalizing on Kenya's natural beauty and biodiversity. Destinations such as the Masai Mara National Park and Amboseli National Park attract millions of visitors each year on wildlife safaris. Meanwhile, the tech industry is booming, with Nairobi being dubbed the Silicon Valley of Africa. Safaricom's M-Pesa mobile payment system has transformed the way financial transactions are made, making Kenya a regional hub for tech innovation. Tourism plays an increasingly important role in Kenya's economic development, not only as a major source of foreign exchange but also as a driver of other sectors such as transport, hospitality, services and handicrafts. Ecotourism and community-based tourism have emerged as sustainable development models that create authentic experiences for visitors while protecting the environment and preserving local cultural identity. Recognizing the huge potential of this industry, the Kenyan government has made great efforts to invest in infrastructure and promote the country's image internationally. As a result, the tourism industry has recovered quickly after the COVID-19 pandemic, with revenues reaching more than 450 billion Kenyan shillings by 2024. Not only has international tourism increased, but domestic tourism has also grown strongly, showing the growing interest of Kenyans in the country's natural beauty and culture. In particular, tourism has contributed positively to poverty reduction, creating jobs for millions of people, especially in rural areas near tourist attractions. From tour guides, hotel staff to artisans, many people have had a stable source of income thanks to this smokeless industry. Thus, tourism is not only the economic driving force of Kenya, but also a bridge bringing this country closer to the world in the trend of sustainable development and global integration. Kenya today is emerging as a new symbol of vitality and aspiration for change in Africa. No longer a country associated only with the image of wild savannas or traditional agricultural life, Kenya is gradually transforming and modernizing in all fields, moving closer to the digital economy and globalization. Education is the foundation of this journey. From urban to rural areas, the Kenyan government is expanding educational opportunities for all, especially the youth who aspire to reach out to the world. Digital skills training programs, enhanced English language teaching, and an entrepreneurial spirit are creating a dynamic, confident generation ready to take charge of the future. With its strategic position in East Africa, Kenya is not only an economic hub, but also a strong political and diplomatic fulcrum in the region. As an active member of the East African Community, EAC, the African Union, AU, and many international organizations, Kenya is playing a leading role in initiatives on peace, trade, and sustainable development. Kenya's voice is gaining more and more weight, showing that a country is confidently stepping onto the global stage. The journey to explore Jordan has taken us through the historical wonders, unique culture, and beautiful nature of this mysterious Middle Eastern land. From the ancient city of Petra, the majestic Wadi Rum desert to the warm hospitality of the Jordanians, every moment leaves an unforgettable mark. Jordan is not only a destination for history lovers, but also suitable for all types of tourism from resort to spiritual. If you love this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next exciting journeys of discovery. Leave a comment below to let me know which destination in Jordan impressed you the most or share your own experience. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.